Hi Stampers, it's Gaynor again. I'm back with the Q&A again. I filmed it twice yesterday on my phone because I'd accidentally knocked it off. I had to join and then it went all out of sync and oh my goodness, it was horrendous to watch on YouTube, so I've deleted it off YouTube. I'm having to come and do it like this. These came this morning, I just wanted to show you. It's a 30-piece set of mixed necklace, bracelet and earring charms, but they're steampunk because I wanted cogs and stuff so I can add them to my album now. It's a 30-piece set, but there's 42 pieces they've given me, so I'm just going to show you all the doubles that they sent. Isn't that nice of them? There's 2 of those, or there's actually 3 of those. There's There's 2 of those. So actually, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 43 pieces actually. So, oh, and it was only like, and look at this little charm they sent me. How sweet, as a gift. It said inside gift. So, I had them off Amazon. I think they were like £3 something. And they're absolutely gorgeous. And look at these. These are going on my albums. So I'll be attaching them later. So I just thought I'd show you all. My cardstock came as well from Craft Stash. My 12 by 12. I had 3 packets of that. I'll get onto the Q&A in a sec. I'm not going to be able to show the photos on the wall. I will put a picture up in group so you can see them there. And I got these lovely little Christmas poinsettias because it's free £15 order. Oh, any order of £15 it's free delivery, and it come to £14.50 something. So I ordered these for £1.90. Otherwise it'd cost me £3 P&P. So I got my P&P free. And my 3 packs of 12 by 12 cardstock. Love this stuff. Perfect for albums. I've got papers coming tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. They're both exactly the same. The Cosmos by Stampera. I've ordered 2 lots because I just love their papers. And the Cosmos papers look amazing. This is the album I've made. It's all steampunk. So I'm going to add all those little charms in there. I'll show that on a walkthrough video as well. Right, let's get down to the Q&A. And I've put a picture up in group, my darling, and I think you've seen it now because I've seen your comment. You want me to show fur babies as well. And Amy's doing great. She's doing everything she should be, and everything is, she seems so upbeat, bless her. And when I talk to her now on the phone like this morning, oh, she seems so much happier. She's doing more with the kids. She's doing all the courses that they've set for her, and she is 10 weeks clean of alcohol. She hasn't touched any alcohol. She's had 1 beer in 10 weeks and she didn't like it. So she's doing brilliant. Thank you for that, Carla. Fur babies, sorry, don't come upstairs. And I'm sorry I can't do it face on face like last time. I could if the camera kept running and I didn't accidentally touch it and knock it off. I just can't join the 2 together, and when I do join them it goes out of sync. It goes all blurry and horrible. So a few of you may have seen, oh, there's a little fly on my, get away from my desk. There's a little tiny fly on my desk. The Q&A from yesterday, but it was horrendously out of sync. But when I played it back on my desktop, it was fine. It was brilliant. It played all the way through and didn't go out of sync once. So, but it must have, something must have happened while I was uploading it. So I'm a 3rd time lucky. I might get it right this time. My Timalt scissors. These are the 5.5 inch. They have got a soft grip handle. They're not heavy. They can be a little bit stiff, but they're perfect. and yes, they're titanium, but yes, they still get glue on them sometimes. But I just grab my glue eraser and go down them with all my scissors. I use this, and it gets all the glue off everything, even these tiny little things, because I do snip away a lot and there's glue on everything. But give them a quick clean with your glue eraser and you're good to go. Yeah, so they are Tim Holtz, and no, they're not that heavy, sweetness. They do a bigger pair, which is 8.5, but they're really long. I haven't got them. And the lovely Jill Ray. So that was Melina Andrews. Jill Ray is asking, what's my favourite craft tool? And it's got to be my Tim Holtz guillotine. I've got another one coming, and it might turn up today, I don't know. Oh, I'll have to check my emails. But this is my favourite thing besides that and that and this. Very convenient, very great for anything. Most dies are 3 inches or less, so I can run it through there. But I love this. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And this, obviously, Life Essentials. I'm loving also my new ruler. It's brilliant. If you want to find the centre, it's got a 0 there, and you just measure out both ways till you got equal either side, and then it finds the true centre for you. Love that. My blocks, obviously. I love my blocks. I have 2 lots of Stampin' Up blocks, and I have the round blocks as well, which need a clean. They're stinking, actually. They were off the gorgeous Cinders. I love that lady so much. She's hard at work all the time. Bless her. She needs to slow down, take it easy. And my punches. Oh my God. Can't live without my punches. If you could offer me dies or you could offer me a punch, if they did exactly the same, I'd go for the punch every time. Don't get me wrong, I love my dies. But I really do. So they're my 5 favourites at the minute. I love my, I love everything I've got in my craft room, believe it or not. Otherwise it wouldn't be in here. I wouldn't buy it if I didn't like it. Does that sound okay? Oh my gosh, this, I can't live without this. So I've just ordered 3 more bottles. I'll put a link down below for anything that I mentioned today in the Q&A, like the big shot, you know, like all the links that I put in for the last Q&A, I'll put all those links back in this video as well. Erin Larson, where do I get all my recent cutting dies from that are non-Stampin' Up, and can we see your wall of ladies? Oh, bless. I will put, if you're in our group Stamp with Joy over on Facebook, I'll put a picture of my wall. It's only got 8 photos at the minute. And I did actually get one of the ladies' names wrong yesterday. I called Catherine Maria, and it's not, it's Catherine. So it's Karen, Catherine and her 2 nieces. Under Catherine then is Maria and Maya. Next to her is Ali and Polo. And then underneath them is the gorgeous Teresa Rawson, me beautiful Gloria Jordan, the stunningly beautiful Leanne Fenton, and my gorgeous Gloria Wolf, her 2 boys and her husband. And I love that photo. It's brilliant. There's a little tiny fruit fly up here, and it's doing my head in. So I get my dies, believe it or not, either off Amazon, eBay or AliExpress, but I try not to. I've had a few off Craft Stash. I've had a few off Elena Crafts, and she's based on AliExpress. She only sells there, but it's her company. I think AliExpress is not just one company. It's just so many other. It's a bit like Etsy. Chinese sellers. I've known other people to sell on AliExpress as well because it's cheaper. I believe their advertising is a lot cheaper, so I've been told. But there are companies that sell on AliExpress that do rip other companies off as well, and I can't vouch for those because I don't buy them. I've got a nice selection of dies that I've had over the years. That's have been gifted to me, or they've been sent through magazines. I'll show you a few of them now actually. Let's put that there. So these I had off Amazon. No, AliExpress I had these. I doing about albums, so I like some tags and anything where you can slide a photograph in because it cuts the corners out for me. I'm loving that. I had this from, I think I had this one from AliExpress as well, but this is one of those where you can hide a message underneath and the recipient can tear it back because it perforates things. I haven't used it yet, but I will. These were gifted to me and I've just done a video using these, and I've also used them on this album that I've just showed as well. A lady sent me loads of dies and for the charity last year, and I kept a few. These were gifted to me by the beautiful Susan Hannam, and they were off a magazine. These came out of a magazine with these little dies as well, and I have used that one once, but I can't remember. I've not used that yet. Maybe I should start looking through my box here instead of relying on my Stampin' Up ones. Love these tags. I bought these on eBay, and these as well. I think they were like £1.39 for them and about £2 for them. But I bought these as well off eBay, which obviously they sell China products as well because it come from China. Most dies are made out in China. I think Stampin' Up's new ones are made in China. Well, they all, even Sizzix, they're China based as well because they can produce things a lot cheaper. So, whoops. These were bought for albums as well to do the edges. But I love this one. I used that in the last album I made. I can't remember where I had this from, whether I bought them or somebody gifted them to me. I need to put labels on things when people give me stuff because I can't remember. I don't think I purchased. I think that was a gift. I bought this off eBay. This I got from the range. Love that. I've got two of these, so if anyone wants one, let me know. Or did I keep it out? Yeah, it's over there, so I pulled it out. So I've got two of those. So that's love, and it's the shadow. I love things like that. This is just a fancy tag. These have all come from Elena Crafts, which is on AliExpress. Yeah, find my store on AliExpress. So that says hello, that says hugs, that says thanks. I've got a few more other word ones somewhere. I've had some of these things years and I don't know where that one came from. I had them from the range. I've got a Merry Christmas one there and a little, I think it's a snowman. And then the words, love you. Love them ones. They were off Cinders. And they are pretty pink posh dies. Oh, here they are. My other word dies. Love these. Thinking of you. Friend. There's two in there actually. I think one's the shadow. Thankful and I love you. I love them. And I got this was a gift off somebody and I can't remember who. And I had loads of stuff given to me when I bought the Gemini as well. These are all free with the Gemini. They were from Elena Crafts as well. I had these free when I bought the Gemini. I've used that one, I think. Haven't used any of the others, still wrapped in the packets. I bought that from AliExpress. It's a bag topper with a bow on it. I had that from AliExpress. Just flowers. I think that was gifted to me. I bought these off AliExpress that one, and the stars. This was a gift off somebody. I had them off AliExpress, them off AliExpress, the shoe off AliExpress. I think that was gifted to me, I'm not sure. Yeah, Stella Morris. There we go. I did write it on. They're from AliExpress. I think that's... Oh, I can keep that one out actually, because we're going to start our Christmas card. So it's a little Christmas poinsettia with the little hat. These I've had for years. I had these from a craft fair up in Cardiff when I went up to help the lovely Kate. Yes, I had them from a craft fair. These I had from... oh, what's it? That's off AliExpress. I had them from the range. This was gifted to me. These were gifted to me off the Gorgeous Cinders, and these are waffle flower. I bought those off AliExpress, and these little paper clips. I think the numbers were, and this, I think they were gifts, but I bought that off AliExpress. I've had this from Elena Crafts, makes tassels. This star is from AliExpress. And I can't remember this one, if it was gifted to me or did I buy it. I can't remember. I really can't. But isn't that cute? Really cute. I need wallets for these, really. They were off Craft Stash, and I got them free. I just had to pay shipping. This was off a magazine. This was gifted by the wonderful Inge K, who sends me lots of cards. Beautiful. And there was other gifts. Somebody gifted me this one, but I can't remember who it was off. Oh, a lady sent it to me. I'm not sure where, I think that was obviously AliExpress, but it's mainly just little bits. I haven't got no copied stuff. These were gifted to me, and so was that. Beautiful. And these were gifted to me as well by the lovely Inge. Look at all these, beautiful. And this was gifted to me by Cinders. I've not used that yet. But these, that was off the Gorgeous Brenda. I can't remember where that one was from. I think that was gifted to me as well. I can't remember where the waves are from. Gifted by, oh, they might both been actually gifted by Brenda. Little bowl maker, small, medium, large. I'll just show you my collection. I think that was in a magazine. I can't remember. Oh, these were gifted to me. And this was gifted to me as well. But I can't remember who sent. I'm terrible, see. These were the ones a lady sent in last year for the donations. That's the bag. Isn't that cute? And the bodice and these numbers. They were gifted to me as well. I like to put Christmas at the... This was gifted off Karen Resenbrink. I can't remember who gifted me that. The stars I bought off AliExpress. I can't remember who. I think they may have been in with those things as well. Look at that little notepad. I don't know if that was a gift. If it was off AliExpress, it would have a little ticket on it. These they came with the Gemini as well. I had them from the range, and I can't remember who gifted me them. It might have been my mum actually, a few years ago. And this was gifted to me. What else? This was gifted to me off the Gorgeous Denise. I can't remember who sent me the lady. I think it was Pam Farr. I can't remember who sent me that. Oh, I can't remember her name. Was it Claire Donovan? Or something like that. The penguin I had. I can't remember if I bought that. No, somebody sent me that. So Denise sent me those as well. And the butterfly. She may have sent the flamingo too. They were off AliExpress many moons ago. I like to put Christmas ones at the back. Why is the Christmas one at the front? Oh, and these were gifted as well. The lady sent in about 150 dies, remember, when I showed them all last year? She said to keep what you want and gift the rest, so I did. So, yeah, I've had a lot of gifts. Thank you so much, people, all over the... I'm putting the Christmas ones at the back. And, yeah, so, I don't know if that can stay at the front. Love them. They cut beautiful and they're really strong. I tell you what, you can't beat the Sizzix dies now, compared now to the quality of, you know, other companies. I love my word dies. They always stay at the front. And my bows. Lovely. I have to start using these, you know. Some gorgeous ones there. Look at that. How beautiful is that? The flowers. I used to write down who gifted them to me as well, but I should start doing that again. That is gorgeous. All to do with Christmas. They go at the back. That goes at the back. That one's not Christmassy. That one is. They're Christmassy, apart from the stars. And I like to keep my Elena's ones handy. They're just waffle flowers, beautiful. They can go there at front. I'll put that towards the back. That one's okay, can stay at the front. Christmassy. They can stay in the middle. That's even still got paper inside. Got a little bow down there. My flowers. My background ones I always put at the back as well. Look at me sorting through this one for doing a Q&A with you all. Right, these are all my, there they go, all my Elena Craft ones. Where have they gone? They can go there. And my word ones go in the front, normally. That's going to stay in the middle because it's in a packet. There's all my Elena Craft ones. That's from arranged. These bag toppers. And then obviously all my Geminis. Apart from the little ones, they can go. And then I like to keep the ones I've just bought. I like this at the front because these I will use, you know, when I'm making albums and stuff. But yeah, AliExpress, cheap, cheerful, and very good quality. They're not flimsy, unlike some others I could mention. But I'm being a good girl, giving me gobshite. These more tags. Love them. I love tags. I want bigger ones, but I can't. I'm having trouble finding them. Also, I did the Q&A yesterday, and I had a parcel arrive then after I finished and uploaded it, and it was a pack of 4 of these. I'd gone to the range to find some. They didn't have any of these. And then the next minute they're on my doorstep the day after. I'd shown my other ones and didn't say who they were off, but I have a funny feeling. So if you can please identify yourself, that would be amazing because they are wonderful. Thank you so much for those. Keep them in my little bin tub here. I can't shut the lid, but it doesn't matter. So they're always on at hand now. So there's my dies from elsewhere. And I've got all my other dies then from Stampin' Up. They're kept in yeah, the stamp case. If they coordinate with the stamp, they'll stay with the stamp if I can get it in. And if not, they go in a wallet. They go in, no, they stay in the wallets on a magnetic sheet, like the ovals. They don't coordinate with, they don't go with anything else. These are all my Stampin' Up ones. These are the ones I've just bought. I like to keep all my shapes together, like circles and stuff like that. I like to keep them in order. And I like to keep these close to the front because I've started using them. And I think they're beautiful, so all my ovals are there as well. Yep, there we go. Oh my god, I am breaking everything here. And then got my word dies. I bought the word dies, but I didn't buy the stamp set yet, so I had to do it in 2 halves because it was such a big stamp set and dies. It was something like 70, nearly 70 quid for the bundle, and I thought, oh no, I can't afford that, so not for just one bundle. So I bought the dies first, and I'll buy the stamp set at a later date. So, but I finished. So, but I still will be placing orders. Right, Sandra Ronald. I love this lady so much. She sent me some wonderful gifts yesterday as well. She sent me some vintage keys in silver and like aged bronze. Look at this envelope. Absolutely gorgeous. I did read this out on the other one, but and then this gorgeous card. She said she had an idea from Patty Bennett off Patty's Crafts. I've done one very similar. I don't think I had this flat, but it did open that way though. So it opened that way. This one opens this way. It says to Gaynor, your friendship means the world to me. Love, Sandra. And then it also opens here as well. Isn't that cute? But I've done one very similar. Love this ribbon. So that was open and read loads yesterday. Twice. And then she popped a letter in for me as well. I got quite emotional reading this actually, but yeah, she's gorgeous. Yeah, Patty Bennett of pattystamps.com. So I've kept that with the envelope. I never throw a card away, as you all know, so when that's on display and when it's time to put it away, because they stay out for about a month, and then when I get a load more come in, then I take the old ones down, I put them in my bag and I store them together. I even keep all the little letters people send with the cards as well. They go inside the card and they go when they're popped away. I never throw anything away. And she asked, how long have I been crafting and do I love other crafts, including stuff from my childhood? I used to knit and I used to crochet. My craft years ago was my passion for cooking. I love to cook. Oh, well, I did. I used to sit all day long watching cooking programs. And if I liked a recipe, I'd do it. And if I thought it needed something else, I'd tweak it and make it my own. And then I would write it down in my cookbook then, which I lent my daughter last year. And she's moved house since and lost my cookbook. So I've got to start again from scratch. And I've just made an album, as you all know, my cooking album, my recipe book. And I'm going to start filling that back up. At a school, we had after school clubs and lunchtime clubs in case it was raining and stuff like that. But yeah, I used to love doing all sorts, origami, you know, paper folding, and we'd paint and we'd colour and we'd cut things up and make cards and that. Yeah, love it. And I did about 18, 20 years ago, buy loads of stuff to start card making, but I just sat there, nothing twigged in my head. So I just ended up sitting there looking at, wondering what am I going to do. And then just got rid of it all. I gave it away. Or sold it, I can't remember. But yeah, no, it didn't kick off then. It was started about 4.5 years ago when Lola and Frankie moved down with their mum. And we used to colour with each other on a Friday. So there's a couple of questions that this relates to actually. I've got like those questions, all those, and I got another one this morning. So off the wonderful Cheryl. She's not doing too good, ladies. She's in a lot of pain, she says, but she is she asked me to tell everyone that she's thinking of us all and to say hello. So there's quite a few I've wanted to know, you know, when did I get into stamping, you know, what started me off and stuff like that. So this question will answer quite a lot. So me and Lola would colour on a Friday, and I remember one day saying, Nanny, you need to make that into a card. And I looked at the the colouring I'd done, and I thought, So we went out and bought paper, cardstock. You know, it's the pre-bought stuff then, you know, the packs of 25 cards and 25 envelopes or whatever, 50 or whatever they come by. I used to use them a lot, but I turned it into a card and I was so chuffed with it. I think I kept it for about a year. And then I finally bit the bullet. I started making loads then, but I didn't start filming until September 3 years ago. So this month, 3 years ago, is when I started videoing. And it's not bad when I've got 1,520. I'll have 528 videos up after I upload the other 2 that I've got, and this one. Wow. I remember the first 6 months after the Christmas, well, actually it wasn't even 6, September, October, November and December, 4 months. I set myself a goal in January to get 200 videos up by the following Christmas. I think I well and truly smashed that one. So yeah, in 3 years, not only, it's not all card making, obviously it's the challenges as well, but I would save about, 365 times 3 for the past 3 years. That's how many cards I've made. And I've also done extras and doubles and, you know, little quick ones and stuff in between. So I must have done a good 1,200 videos just on myself making products and albums and cards, 3D projects, fun fold cards, all sorts of stuff. So that's how I got started this time. The lovely, and there is a lady asking, Angela Kennedy, Sardinia. She's asking, and also Zanya Tobridge, will there be another challenge and what does it involve? Well, Zanya, yes, there will be another one after Christmas, my darling. We're going to run another one for October, just for the month of October, for breast awareness, in honour of our gorgeous Lorraine, so we can keep her memory alive. You can send them to me or to Carla in the United States. She will give them out to the patients, and I will just give mine to Cancer Research for breast cancer awareness. I'll probably give them to Maggie's, which is up at one of our hospitals, so because they have a day centre there, so they can sell the cards there and keep the money for charity there. But you just make 5 handmade cards, my darling. This is Angela. You make 5 cards, put them in with you need the 5 cards, the 5 envelopes, and all of them have to be in a cellophane bags that fit. Anything, it could be thank you, thinking of you, love you, birthday, Christmas, anything except for sympathy cards. We really don't want to be giving charities to raise funds for their charity. We don't really want to give them sympathy cards, you know. Ooh, the last thing you want to do is I hate making sympathy cards. If I've got to make one, I've got to make one. But otherwise I don't bother. So there's those questions. Teresa, my darling, is asking, are my wedding rings special? Are they a gift of my grandmother or anything? No, darling. Me and Mr. Boyce bought these. And we've had my eternity ring 12 years now, and I've lost 12 diamonds out of it. So, how many's left? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I don't know, I've probably gone round it twice now, but I've lost a diamond every year for the past 12 years. So that my engagement ring, they're all white gold. I don't like rose gold much. I love white gold. And my earrings are white gold. The It's got diamonds in. My wedding ring's got diamonds in. Me and Mr. Boyce had matching rings. But he obviously has got crushed and degloved his finger, so he hasn't got a finger there to put his wedding ring on anymore. So, no, they're not off anybody special. Only off my gorgeous, who is very special to me, Mr. Boyce. So, yeah. Lady called Macon Pettyjohn. Again, I've just answered that. How did I get into crafting? Was it childhood or a later life thing? So that's answered your question as well, my darling. I did it at school as a kid. I'd learnt to crochet and knit a little bit, but nothing serious. Scratch art. I used to love scratch art. Jigsaw puzzles. Oh, I could sit and do a jigsaw puzzle for hours on end. I used to love them. But I'd put them on a big massive board and spray them afterwards so they stayed in place, and the kids would put them in frames then and put them in their bedrooms. So there you go, Mason. I don't know if it's Mason or Macon, I couldn't tell you. And now we have Veronica C. How do I go about designing my cards, i.e. paper or / card? Well, I normally just grab a stamp set and think, right, I look at it, I plan which stamp I use, or I'll grab designer series paper and say, right, what can we make with this? But normally, and another one, this is for Catherine, how do I remember what sentiments and stuff I've got? Well, I normally use the sentiment that comes with the set, but if I don't think it's appropriate what's with the set, then I will look through all my other stamp sets. I need to catalogue and stamp on each page and do a page for each, so I can just flick through it in a book. But then I think to myself, all that time and effort to do all that, when I can just go to my shelf and grab the stamp set. I pretty much know where most of the sentiments are anyway, but I just normally grab a stamp set and say, right, this is the one I'm doing today, let's have a play. And I have a nose then on Pinterest, Google, YouTube, have a wander around, start getting plucking some ideas out of thin air maybe even, or I might spot something I like off one card, I might spot something I like off another card, or I think I can meld the two together and make something totally different. So yeah, it tends to be I grab the stamp set and think, oh, I'm going to play with this one today. So that's that. Maria Deanda, what did I mean when I said I had to prime my stamps first? Ah, good question. Let me grab a photopolymer stamp set and I can show you this time. I need to grab a new one, so give me a second. Cling, 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 photopolymer. Oh, so this is brand new photopolymer. I don't know why they're putting them bloody stickers on there. I don't like it. Easily remedied. Now I don't have to look at it. There you go, it's on the back now. I have had a play with this. I've had a play with the house, so I'll find one I haven't used yet. I've played with that, and I played with one of these. I think it was that one and the little one. So I haven't played with this yet, the trees, apart from that one and the birds. So let me grab some paper. Just some scraps. Grab a block. So I have had a play with them, so don't get them ones, Gaynor. So say the tree, the big tree there. No, let's do these ones. I haven't played with these ones yet. So I'm going to show you stamping first. It's a brand new stamp. Oops. And can you see that it's blotchy? Oops, crumbs. See what I mean? It's all blotchy. That's what happens if you don't prime your stamps first. So I'm going to wipe the ink off, because I've just got it all over my block as well. So I'm just going to, this is a tip off my friend Cinder's Papercraft. Either a glue eraser or just your hand, because they've made a very thin, well, you've got a fine liner like a film, a protective film on there for transport, and you have to get rid of it, even if it's just wiping your fingers on something. Or I use this just to go over the top, and then when you come to stamp this time, it doesn't look so blotchy and you get a clearer image. Look at the difference. Do you know what I mean? So priming your stamps first makes a hell of a difference, and then the more you do it, you don't have to do it every time, just the first time, because you're washing it then and you're wiping it with cloths. So, but look at the darkness now. When we first did that one, so sometimes when people, you know, when you get them from the free magazines and you stamp it without priming them, it looks blotty, doesn't it? So let me wipe that clean and get another one, and I'm just going to prime it straight away, and then I'll show you the difference from that first one. So let's see, I haven't used this one. Oh well, it's only just literally, I'm just wiping my hand over it. You can do it on the back of your hand, you can do it on the front of your hand. Jennifer Maguire does it with her fingers like this. And then perfect. Now I wouldn't have got that result if I didn't have if I hadn't have primed it first, because you've got like a protective film on there. So, and I always like to keep them pristine. So, but now that's been primed, I'll never have to do it again. It's only the first time that you use them, and it only photopolymer. You don't need to do it with red rubber. So I'm dying to stamp something else now. So let's try this little one. I won't prime this now. It's blotchy. That's blotchy to me, unless it's meant to be. But now I've wiped it with the cloth, I've taken off that shine. I should get a much better image now. Lot better. See with the difference? Blotchy, and then the other one's crystal clear. Look at that tip of my nail. I was doing sponging the other day and it stained my nail. There we go. So that's what I meant about priming your stamps first. And it only, like I say, you only got to do it with photopolymer. You haven't got to do it with anything else. So there we go. There's another quick tip for you. Love it, love it, love it. Where are we up to now? Oh, Trish Taylor. Oh, lovely Trish. She wants me to show how to make the shimmer spray again. Well, I'll do a step by step, but I won't be making any more right this minute. I'll just show you what to do. So I prime. You've got to prime it because it's powder, and then look at the shimmer on that. Absolutely gorgeous. But because it's powder, it settles. So this is why I always shake, and this is why you should always shake your Wink of Stella as well, because that settles. And you've got to shake it to waken it all back up again. So I got this powder. Don't ask me what. It's just a gem that fell on top. I ordered this off eBay. I typed in Cosmic Shimmer Powder. Or Shimmer Powder. You know, I bought it originally, do you know, for... You know when you do an embossed card and you want to put a sheen on it and you can just brush it with a makeup brush and then set it with a spray. Or you could just spray hairspray on it to set it, which works out cheaper than a setting spray as well. And I wanted to make it into a powder, so from the powder, because the paints, if you use the paints, you'll only get 2 lots out of one of the paints, because a teaspoon of that is 5 ml, I think, and then, oh, you'd have 3 lots. The paint is only 15 ml, so I used the paint in the Wink of Stella brush. I filled this one back up last night, but just with rubbing alcohol because there's so much sparkle left on it. And then I topped the bottle up with 1 teaspoon of the powder. Top it all the way up then with the alcohol rub. Rubbing alcohol it's called. It's got to be 70% and higher, otherwise I don't know, but it's got to be a minimum of 70. And then I mix the two together, and then a couple of squirts of hairspray, any type of hairspray, and put the lid on and just give it a really good shake, and that's how you get that gorgeous shimmer spray. But this is only the second bottle I've made in about a year and a half, so it lasts a long time, because I obviously don't use it every single day and on every single card. I will get more use out of it now for the Christmas period because of making Christmas cards. But that's how you make that. That was £3.89, that tub. I thought I was getting a 10-gram tub. I didn't realise when the product come that I'd misread it. It was 100 grams. So, yeah, there was a lot. And I've gifted that away to about 8 or 9 people already, with little tubs of it. So, but once you bought it once, it did take about 2 months to come. But it was worth it in the end. Look at that gorgeous shine. And you can also make these up if you want to make several. And then you could add some re-inkers and have any colour you wanted as well. So yes, but I would make them up in smaller quantities if you're going to add some ink, because you don't know how long it'll be before you use that colour again. So there we go, that's how I made them. Right, where do I get my magnets from? I get them from eBay. They are very cheap, and I normally buy 50 minimum to 100 at a time. That's 50, maybe a couple less. I've used a few of these, but you can get them for like 3 or 4 quid off eBay. So I'll try and get a link to put that up in there. These are the 5mm ones. I've also got here the 8mm ones, and I also buy the 10mm ones as well, because I do like, not that they're any stronger, because they're all very strong, but I just like when you've got layers like DSP, and then you've got like maybe a piece of card stuck in between. The bigger ones for me work better, I think. So that's where I get mine from. I always keep that set of tweezers in here next to them. I don't know why. I used to, that used to sit over the side of one of my metal tubs, see, but now I've got my little wheelie bin empty. I just roll them up together, pop them in my little bin, and they go on my desk there. And there we go. Oh, why did I stop being a Jehovah's Witness? I was taken into being a Jehovah's Witness at a very, very, very young age. I think I was about 3 or 4. And my mum decided, she lost my sister. She was knocked down by a car and was killed. Well, she died about 23 hours later when they turned the machine off. But I was only 3 at the time. And my mum then turned to religion for comfort, I suppose. So she joined, and by the time, I mean, we were going out on a Bible study nights 2 or 3 times a week. We would go to their Jehovah's Witness kingdom, as they call it, a kingdom. Every Sunday we'd go out knocking on people's doors, giving booklets. Oh, you've seen them all out and about. I am very, I'm a strong believer in God and his values, but I don't see why I should have to pester somebody else to follow what I believe in. I don't see why I have to get up and go to a church to pray when you can do it right here, right now, with your eyes closed, or even just a thought in your mind. You can send out a little prayer, and because he can hear you, no matter whether you speak, whether you think it, he can hear you anywhere. So I think people go to church for comfort, company, you know, and it is a place, I suppose, to worship, but you can do that in the comfort of your own home. I'm not one, and we used to get dragged there. Oh, you know, it doesn't matter if we were ill. And I didn't like the fact that if my mum was, apparently she'd done something they didn't agree with. So instead of segregating my mother, they made the whole family sit at the back of the room and we weren't allowed to be talked to for about a year and a half, you know, until they thought we'd repented. But we didn't do anything as kids. It was my mum that apparently had done something that they didn't agree with, but they segregated the whole family, and I didn't like that. So when I turned 16, I said to my mum, I'm not going anymore. I said, I'm old enough to make my own choices now, and I'm not going. So I stopped going. And believe it or not, about 2 years after, about 18 months after I stopped going, my mum stopped going as well. So I think she was just waiting for one of us to just say, forget it, I'm going. You know, I'm not having this no more. Because she used to make us go there on a Sunday, like I'm saying. I had to prep the dinner before we went out the house. And then as soon as the service was over, she'd make me run on home. I was 10, 11 at this time. Run on home and have the Sunday dinner ready for when she got back. Which used to take her about an hour and a half to walk back. So I'd have to run all the way home. And then get the dinner prepped. I'm ready for when she walked through the door, basically. Yeah, my mum was not the nicest person to me when I was growing up. She was... I had 2 younger sisters, so I took the rap for them because there was no way they could have taken the punishment she dished out at their age. My youngest sister is 10 years younger than me. My other sister is 5 years younger than me. And the treatments that she used to punish me and my brother with, my eldest brother had already left home by then. He was a good 10 years older than me, so by the time I was 10, he'd already gone off to the army when he was 17, I think. So he didn't feel the wrath of her punishments either. My brother, who's only a couple of years older than me, she wouldn't touch him because she couldn't hurt him. She would get a husband to take him into a room and give him a good kicking. And literally, I mean a good kicking. With me, she would use suitcase belts, garden canes, slippers, wooden spoons, anything to get her hands on so she didn't hurt herself. And I could never... She once went to do it to my sister, who was 5 years younger than me. And she'd make us bend over the back of the sofa, and if we lifted our hands, we got another one. But she went to do it to my sister one day, and I just jumped in and said it wasn't her that did it, it was me. Because I couldn't let her do that to a 6-year-old child. I mean, she was 6 at the time, I was 11. You don't do that to a child. Flippin' heck. Sorry, no more. It's too deep for me, so... Right, like I say, I've answered Catherine's as well. I tend to know roughly where most of my sentiments are, my darling. And if I don't, I just get up and have a look. I love Catherine. She's lovely. She's a very beautiful lady, and she's sitting on my wall there. She's absolutely gorgeous. I love her to bits. All my girls are on my wall. Leanne, Gloria, the 2 Glorias actually. Teresa, Ali, Maria, Karen. But I want Cheryl Wojak. I want a picture of you, baby girl. I want a picture of Cheryl Adams. I want everyone in group. Sandra. I've spoken to Sandra on the phone, video chatted. I've video chatted with most of the ladies. And if I haven't and you want one, just let me know. I will video chat with you anytime, as long as I'm not filming. So, yeah, make arrangements. Right, and I've just had a question this morning. She said, do I show this is off the gorgeous Cheryl, actually, a Wojak. Do I show Mr. B all my work, and has he ever disliked anything I have made? Right. Yeah, I show him everything. Not so much now I'm upstairs, but when he comes up I'll say, oh, have a look in the top, because he knows where I keep everything. Have a look in there, and what do you reckon to those few cards that I've made this week? And he'll always, well, he says, baby, if you've made it, it's always going to be beautiful. And I'm like, no, not always. Because I have shown him things, and I've thought, do you know when you get to your head, and you think, I'm not sure about this one. And I used to go in from the kitchen, when I first started, this was, and I'd say to him, babe, what do you reckon? And he'd look at it, and then look at the expression on my face. And if I looked disgusted, he'd say, no, I'm not too fussed on that one. I said, no, just be brutally honest, please, because I said, I don't, I'm not sure about this one myself. And he'd say then, no, baby, it's not very nice. Don't like that one. So then I would know, because he wouldn't lie to me, and I don't lie to him. So if I knew, he turned around and said that he didn't like it, even though I was an hour in myself, and I knew, when you know something's bad, but you just need somebody to tell you and be brutally honest with you. So I always used to say to him, babe, if you don't like it, tell me. But he's loved everything I've ever made, apart from a couple of occasions where I've gone like, oh, I'm not sure about this one. But, and then he'll just burst out laughing, bless him. But we have always had the same values. You be honest, as true as you can be. Don't lie. Don't sugarcoat things. I don't like being sugarcoated. If you're going to tell me straight, innit? I'm going to tell you straight. And as it is, I would say. I tell it as it is. So if I don't want him to lie to me and say, yeah, it's lovely. And I send it to someone and they go like, oh God, what's that? Innit? So, but yeah, he is brutally honest with me, and I am, well, not brutally honest. He's honest as well. That's what I like about him. We're both the same. We both don't like lying to people, so we tell it as it is. But that's all my questions. I could carry on with certain subjects, i.e. my mother, for the foreseeable, but I'd have to cry and scream and get very angry, so I'm not that sort of person. I love her to death. She is my mum at the end of the day, but at the moment I dislike her or what she did to me. So that's all I'm going to say. I do love you all though. Brilliant. So don't forget to prime your stamps. You'll get better results first time instead of you having to stamp it a few times. Wait for that film to come off. But yeah, sorry I couldn't do a face-to-face one. I know in my luck I'd grab the camera and turn it off and try and join, and it'd all go blur. I'll try my best next time to just do one where I don't have to touch the camera. And I will add a photo in group of my little mini wall in a minute with all my girls on. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. So, till next time, I love you all to pieces, and my batteries are burnt today. Mwah, 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 mwah. To everyone. Love you loads. See you soon. Bye. Oh, and more questions, please. Ready for the next one.